Good morning, my name's John Wright, and I think everybody gets the idea that I seem to think that I'm D.B. Cooper's son or something, right? Well, anyway, let me tell you about it. My dad did the job, and I'll tell you what. You want to know a little bit more about the river from the sea? You know who ripped me off from a gold mine in Nevada? Freeport Gold. Freeport, from the river to the sea. Those son of a bitches in Nevada, they stole Freeport Gold, jumped my claim across from them. They jumped the claim that I was bringing. I was bringing it to a company called D Gold Mining. Now, D Gold Mining, they offered me 5%, like we lived on Fifth Avenue. And they offered me $50,000, as this is what the deal was to me. Okay, I knew people around there. And also Brian Compton, he worked for D Gold Mining. Brian Compton. They got involved with the clampers down there in Nevada too, by the way. And then that gold mine got ripped off from me. My brother Jerry came, he says, hey, we gotta go down to Freeport. They're interested in your mine, man. And I'm not very fucking happy. And he takes me down there in that fucking red Dodge truck that Richard, he sold me a fucking truck that he used in the commission of a murder. And I took all the pinstriping off of it and stuff. I didn't even know, but I didn't like the Mexican pinstriping. He had it too. What Jerry was doing was creating a race war. Jerry Wright was. And then they fucking ripped off my gold mine. And it sits adjacent, just like the yin and the yang, away from Freeport Gold's. I figured, well, Freeport Gold can find gold over there. I could find goddamn gold over here. And I found a fucking lot of it. As a matter of fact, I think there's like 50 or 100 cars at my goddamn gold mine. They've been digging since 1986. Now, Mr. Trump has a goddamn problem with me. Why? Because I might have more goddamn money than him. As a matter of fact, from the river to the sea, Morton, Washington, that fucking Twin Star Credit Union and everything. And you know what? You can look around my fucking room here this morning and look at this, what I have. I study. I goddamn been figuring this shit out. Those lucky son of a bitches. No wonder they want my gun rights, because they know I'd fucking calm down and I'd fucking probably hunt them down. But I'm not going to hunt them down. I don't have to, because I'm telling the goddamn truth. And Mr. Trump's been trying to fucking rip me off for a long goddamn time. Now, let's turn this way. You see? This is what they've been doing to me. Fucking who the fuck's been fucking with me? They've been playing a goddamn checkers game with me and been treating me like a dog. That does not fucking resonate with me. Here I've got Vicki Lawrence. The lights went out in Georgia. They were playing me that song in that fucking house on Division Street right there in Morton, Washington. My brother Jim and my sister Patty was tying me up in front of the furnace. There was an 8-track. It was a tall furnace. I guess that's supposed to resemble what? One of the Twin Towers or something? The 8-track tape playing right up above it. The lights went out in Georgia with Helen Reddy. And they also played Glenn Miller, the Glenn Miller big band. I know that fucking songs that's on Glenn Miller really good, but I don't listen to him because it doesn't bring me to happy land. And here I got Mr. Trump fucking doing his goddamn bullshit. This son of a bitch right here, the lights went out in Georgia right there. This guy is living by signs is what he's doing. The guy's goddamn nuts. All of his fucking shit. Look. He's beat. He's onions. He's crying. He's looking for sympathy. I sent him a goddamn book trying to get his goddamn attention. He fucking returned it. Why? Because he's got, and then he goes into this. I am telling the truth. No matter how you goddamn look at this. I believe that Donald Trump should be fucking locked up this very goddamn moment. I've done nothing wrong. I have caused no fucking problems. And I've been fucking treated terribly by this group of fucking renegades, these raspberries, those harassberries. And John F. Kennedy's wife was nothing more than a drug addict. People have fucking rights, Mr. Trump. And you know what? I'm not goddamn Republican. And I'm not goddamn Democrat either. I'm standing right here and I'm black and white and I'm a goddamn man. And if I goddamn, this here should be pointed out real quick. This Trump is doing nothing but the lights went out in Georgia. He's following a song. Confront him with it and see how he is. And Mr. Clarence Thomas is the same problem. And you know what? Also, I never even played the Vicki Lawrence song today because it'll make me go right back into being beat in that fucking room by my brother and my sister Patty. They'd fucking kick me over in that fucking chair once I was tied up to it. They'd fucking kick me. And then they'd roll me up in a goddamn carpet in that room and they'd jump on my back and they'd beat me with a fucking broom. Now, I'll goddamn tell you right now, you want to fucking get into a goddamn fight with me, let's have a fucking, I'll roll you up in a carpet, I'll beat you with a broom, I'll tie you to a chair, I'll kick you fucking over, I'll fucking play Helen Reddy, the lights went out in Georgia, and I'll goddamn play the Big Miller Band so you get the goddamn fucking idea someday. Somebody fucking set this up so I could take down this bitch that would come up someday and try to ruin the goddamn world in America. Isn't that something? And you could just bet your goddamn Cheerios I'm telling you the truth. And by the way, Stormy Davis is her ass. Oh boy, Miss Stormy Davis, I'd sure love to have a date with you too. But you know what? I won't offend you, Miss Stormy. You would have such a goddamn nice evening. And you know what? I would treat you like a nice lady. I would treat you like a nice lady because every woman deserves to be treated like a queen. But this son of a bitch is no goddamn queen. This son of a bitch sits there with a red tie like a goddamn weirdo. Will you just tie it around his neck and hang him? Because those son of a bitches ripped me off at Freeport Gold, and Mr. Trump has probably been lining his pockets ever goddamn since. And that guy's money might be my fucking money. And I'll let the President of the United States and the fucking real people figure it out because I put up so much fucking evidence now. And by the way, Clarence Thomas, you know, you guys are fucking... Clarence Thomas, it's too bad that I believe that somebody has did that doctari shit to you. I don't know if you've been set up to play the fucking game, this fucking game by a bunch of manipulators, but I goddamn know that this bitch right here is playing... The lights went out in Georgia, and all the evidence says, you play the fucking song and you listen to it, you're going to goddamn hear it. That guy is an asshole. That guy is a son of a bitch. And that guy has treated even his niece Mary terrible. These people, his own children are scared of him. I goddamn just imagine. And you know what another thing is? Each one of his children should get $21 million of this guy's goddamn money, and the rest of it should go to damages to the people he's fucking harmed. And I'm telling you the truth because you can goddamn listen to that fucking song, and you can listen to what goddamn Trump's done. And that'll give you a goddamn thing. He ain't worth money, his light's fucking dim, and he goddamn don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's fucking lost. He's been beat. He's fucking crying there. And guess what? His garbage. He's no hero. He lives on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You know what we should do with that fucking Trump Tower? We should turn it into a cat house for all the madams in New York. And by the way, we should put a new fucking tower in the center of the New York Harbor, and I'll fucking pay for it out of my goddamn Freeport Gold money. Because those son of a bitches ripped me off, and I goddamn mean it. Thank you for your time this morning. And I swear, I am telling the truth, and this has been done in exactly 10 goddamn minutes, like 10 fucking minutes, Trump, and your goddamn ass is over.